Hey, what's going on, guys and gals? So in this video I want to get the user context created so this way we can pass the user around more easily to different components. We can use it in the protected route, and then we can get this auth state changed and moved into the context as well. So let's go ahead and get that started. In our source directory we want to create a new folder. We're going to call it context. Inside of there we're going to create a file called user.js, and we're going to create our context in here. So let's go ahead and import React, and we're going to import create context because we're going to need that. We're going to need that use effect because we're going to do that on all state changed, and we're going to need some state inside of here. So import that from React. Okay. We also want to import auth from our Firebase init file from Firebase init. We want to create our user context, so user context equals create context, and we'll start user as null for the initial state. Then we're going to export our provider, so export const user provider, and that's going to be a function here. It's going to take props. It's going to use the children is what we're going to use. And then just so we don't forget after, let's export default the user context. Okay, so that's the base. Now let's go in here and start fleshing out our user provider. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to say we're going to have a user, and the set user is going to equal use state, and we'll start off with null. Okay, and then we're going to want to do the use effect with the on all state change. So what we'll do is we will go to the app.js. We will just cut this entire use effect right out of here. We could have grabbed the user too, but I thought about it a little late, I'll be honest. Save that, paste it right in here. So now you got auth on all state changed, auth user, if auth user. We want to do structure and set it, otherwise set it to null. Boom, boom. That looks good right now. And what this is actually going to return, because when you use effect, you want to return a function to unsubscribe, basically, so we're not always subscribed. So what this actually returns is a function for unsubscribe, and then we can just return the unsubscribe function here for our cleanup of the use effect. Now, inside of here, we are setting the user. We are returning the unsubscribe, and then we want to actually return something from the provider. So let's return user context provider, and then there we're going to pass children. So anything we pass inside will be rendered. And then for the provider, we want to pass in the value, which is going to be an object, and we're going to say that user is equal to user right here, which is ES6. It's the same as saying user equals user. So user, and we also want to just pass set user as well, so we have access to it. Okay, so now this will fire up when the user context fires. Let's go to our index.js file. Let's import. Let's see, where is it? The user provider from /context/user, and then we want to wrap our app as well in the user provider. So let's grab app. Let's say user provider, and then app. Okay, so now the entire thing is wrapped in the user provider. Let's go back to our app.js. So what's happening now, if we look in our browser, we see that it's looking for user because we took it out of here when we took out the local state for user. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to go up here, we're going to take away use effect, we're going to take away use state. Instead we're going to say use context. And then we are going to import user context from /context/user. And then inside of our app function component, we will say const user context. This one is camel case equals use context, and we'll pass in the Pascal case user context. And let's just say console.log user context. We're still going to get the error, but let's see what it logs. Refresh. User context, user null, set user. So we are getting our context. Now we can just destructure user from here because it's going to, you see we're getting user and we're getting set user. So let's destructure user. So it'll stop throwing this is not defined error. User context is not defined because we don't have that anymore, so don't log it. And there we go, no more error. Let's see if it's working. Let's go to sign in with Google. Let's choose the user. So let's see what's going on here. User is user, right? We don't want to pass the user in here. Sorry. So we don't actually need the user context here. My bad. I made you do extra work for no reason. What we want to do is, so let's actually get rid of that. We took everything out with the user context. Let's go to our home page. So pages, home page. And we're going to do that in here instead. All right. So let's do use context. And then here, let's say import user context from / context / user. And then inside of our component, we'll say const user. We can just destructure it. Const user equals use context user context. Okay, so now we have user in here for our home page. So now let's go home page and let's say user and user dot display name. And there we go. We're getting our display name set inside of our context from our user that's with Google. We click sign out. It goes away because we're not logged in anymore, so the user is null. And if we log in again, it comes back. All right. So I think that's what we want to handle for the video. We created the user context. We're able to get the user from it. We set up the on auth state changed here. So for the next video, I want to finish passing this user context around, as into like the protected route here. This way, it's not just looking for some user that doesn't exist anymore. I would love to use the user from context. Okay. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.